Today is the day, Kami. Today is the day the Pook finally relaxes on the beach and does nothing.
I have faith in you, Pook. I've seen you slaughter wave after wave of ravenous crocolists, and I'm sure if you put your mind to it, you will manage to enjoy a relaxing day at the beach. Wingy!
Thanks, guys. Let the relaxation begin.
Oh, look! The professor is headed this way. Perhaps he would like to come relax with us.
You know what, guys? I bet you I'll relax a lot more if I check up on the status of my paycheck.
But, Pook, surely that can wait until later in the day.
Keep my spot warm, guys. I'll be back. Oh, flee from the awkward, flee from the awkward.
Pook!
It appears our Miss Pookamhura is off somewhere in a mighty big hurry.
Well, you got Wubba, you got Junior. And I've been led to believe you've also got the Wubba Junior. Wingy!
I don't suppose either of you fine gentlemen know where she has run off to. I can't help but get the feeling our Pook has been avoiding me.
Well, she said she wanted to check on the status of a paycheck. It's the reason we fled the beach yesterday morning as well, and then we tried to get back here, but somehow ended up getting caught up in some long-leggedy drama, as the Pook would put it.
Well, perhaps I'll mosey on down to the bank and see if I can't catch up with her. I'd hate to think she has any awkward feelings troubling her regarding the other night.
Surprise, surprise. The money my boss was supposed to pay me is still MIA. Must be a day ending in Y.
I'm sorry to hear you having pay problems. I know the entertainment industry isn't exactly known for its equitable treatment of its employees. You would be a valuable asset to any company, Pook. Your boss would do well to remember that.
Oh, hey, Professor. I didn't see you there.
I was kind of worried that I might have done something or said something that upset you the other night. I just wanted to check up on you and make sure there's nothing wrong.
No, it wasn't you, Professor. It was, me. I didn't mean to say you're my mom's hot friend.
Well, don't be upset about that, Pook. It does this old gnome's ego a world of good to know I can still turn a pretty young gnome's head.
It's just, when I was a kid, you were the coolest gnome I knew. I couldn't believe my mom was friends with someone as cool as you. Most gnomes just want to stay in their little hole and follow their own interests. But you were out there seeing the world. You really inspired me, and I had a bit of a crush on you. I thought it was something I'd grow out of as I got older, but it's still kind of there, and it just makes me feel a little awkward sometimes.
Well, Pook, I am genuinely flattered. And if I were 100 years younger, you are exactly the kind of young lady I would be glad to let ruin my life.
Professor!
I'm quite serious, Pook. There's a lot of your mother in you. And when I see a little glimmer of your mum looking at me from behind your eyes, well, it makes me remember. And it makes me smile.
You gotta be kidding me. My mom and I couldn't be more different. I mean, she moved from Ironforge to Poison Town just to be closer to what's left of Nomergon. As for the Pook, well, some days I feel I can't be far enough away from that place.
Your mother used to be my adventuring partner, Pook. We traveled this world together from one continent to another. Someday, you'll have to ask her why she's not allowed in Booty Bay.
Are you kidding me? I mean, I knew you knew her before she even knew my dad, but the way she goes on about Nomergon, I can't imagine her traveling farther than Ironforge, or maybe as far as Stormwind for a festival or something.
Well, it's true. I'll tell you straight, Pook. There was a time in her life where she could never be comfortable staying in one place for too long.
Then what happened?
Well, she met your father.
Dad could never stand to be away from his lab for too long.
And once your mother got to know him, well, she came to see that she could never stand to be away from him. She stayed behind in Nomergon, and I began to travel alone.
They loved each other very much, Mom and Dad. I got a lot of good memories of them together.
Cherish those memories, Pook. Hold them as close and as dear as I do. I'll be truthful, it did hurt a little when your mom stayed behind in Gnomergon, but it made me feel so good to see someone I cared about deeply being made so happy. And I'll tell you this, Pook, I never saw either one of them as happy as they were on the day you were born. Why, when I heard the news, I rushed to Gnomergon as quickly as I could. Damn near missed the Deep Run tram. When I finally got there and saw the three of you together, well, I don't rightly reckon I've ever seen anything that made me feel so happy.
Thanks, Professor. You always seem to know exactly what to say. I'm glad you're my mom's hot friend.
And I'm glad this old gnome still got it. Look, Pook, there's a festival happening near the Caverns of Time, and I'm fixing to check it out tonight. I'll be heading off to the Dragon Isles tomorrow, and it would sure make me happy to see you at the festival. Why, I may even be so inclined as to buy you a bag of crunchy frogs.
Crunchy frogs and a festival. Well, there's nothing like going to a festival, especially fucked up on Inky Black.
Is it even a festival if you're not fucked up on Inky Black?
I'll see you there tonight, Professor. I'm just going to go hang out on the beach with Kami and Wingay. You're welcome to join us, of course.
Well, thank you kindly for the offer, Pook, but I have some loose ends to tie up before I leave Gadget-san. I'll see you and Kami at the festival tonight, and do be sure to let Wingay know about the festival as well.
Not a problem, Professor. The Pook will bring the whole gang to the festival, with Inky Black for all.
Pook, I see you and Kami made it here just fine.
And fucked up on Inky Black.
This festival looks fantastic. What is it celebrating?
Well, judging from the balloons, I'd say it's a festival in honor of oxygen.
An oxygen festival?
Yeah, why not? Oxygen is a pretty cool gas, and it's not all stuck up like xenon or argon or all those other noble douchebag gases.
I ran into Wingay earlier when I was buying you a bag of crunchy frogs. I had the feeling you'd not be able to resist the allure of a whole bag for very long.
Oh man, you're the best. This one time at the Dark Moon Fair, the Pook ate so many crunchy frogs, I puked all over the roller coaster. Oh, it was a mess. But hey, more room for crunchy frogs.
I also ran into a Kultiran fella, said he's a friend of yours. Went by the name
Hamid Stormfist.
Handfist!
I had a feeling if I kept an eye on the old gnome, well, I'd eventually run into you.
Is this man a friend of yours, Pook?
Handfist? Yeah, he's a healer in the Alliance Militia for low-level immortals. But we were actually friends before I even knew I had the curse. We both live in Hook Point. He's the one who told me about the Hook Point Donkey Show.
The Hook Point Donkey Show?
Oh yeah, Borealis has a hell of a theater community, Kami. I always tell people, if you're ever in Borealis, you just gotta go check out the Hook Point Donkey Show. Oh, the music, the costumes, the choreography. That is one talented donkey.
Well, it's so refreshing to hear about the theatrical success of another non-humanoid artist.
I'll take you to it someday, Kami. You'll love it. The guy doing the lighting design, absolute fucking genius. The lighting was a character, Kami. The lighting was a freaking character. It was amazing.
Well, you can rave about the Hook Point Donkey Show later.
Oh, and don't think that I won't. Don't you dare think that I won't. Because let me tell you, if ever I saw a production that could use some word of mouth, it would be the Hook Point Donkey Show.
I know all about the fucking Hook Point Donkey Show, Pook. You don't think I know what a fucking show it is? I'm the fucking one who told you to go see it in the first place.
And I can't thank you enough for that. It was theater that changed me.
I'm not here to talk about the Hook Point Donkey Show.
Oh, trust me, if you weren't here to do it, the Pook would. I can't believe I rode all the way from Ratchet with a parrot who is an actor, and he's only just now hearing about the Hook Point Donkey show. Like, seriously, Pook, what sort of bullshit was I talking about the whole way here from Ratchet?
I've been sent here to collect you.
What do you mean?
Matthias wants you back on duty right now.
Well, Matthias can go fuck off and away. I told him I was taking a leave of absence to take care of some family business in Oldham.
My orders are to pick you up and carry you over my shoulder like a angry and stabby sack of immortal potatoes, then march your arse right through the portal.
Well, you're here too soon, Hamfist. You'll just have to wait for me to get back in Gadget-san. I'll be in and out of Oldham in less than a month. And when we get back, Kami and I'll go through the portal willingly. No need for you to get stabbed by the Pook potato.
You don't understand, Pook. Matthias's orders are to bring you, and only you, back to Stormwind.
You don't understand, Hamfist. I told Andello I was bringing a friend with me.
And Matthias said unauthorized assets aren't allowed through the portal.
Assets?
Kami isn't just an asset, Hamfist. He's a friend. The Pook promised a friend she'll get him to Stormwind. The Pook is getting her friend to Stormwind. Kami.
Yes, Pook?
I was hoping to get to Stormwind by portal, but the Pook rode Big Gay Horse to get here, and if I have to, then the Pook will ride Big Gay Horse to get back.
I understand.
Ramkahan will probably mean spending some time as Blackcraw McGillicuddy, following the Pook's lead. It won't be a vacation like Gadget-san. We'll have to be on our toes.
I gather from what you've told me of Oldham that Ramkahan would be a test of both our skills.
So, our plan is to sell the gear I installed in the Thunderdrome, use the money to fly to Ramkahan, spend some time in the city until the Pook gets some answers, and then fly back. If Hamfist is still here and has come to his senses about allowing the Pook to bring a friend with her, then we'll take the portal to Stormwind. However, if in that time Hamfist has not learned his lesson about gnomish stubbornness, then what say the two of us ride Big Gay Horse all the way to Stormwind?
It would be an honor to ride Big Gay Horse with you, Miss Pookamhura. Frankly, the idea of portal travel is beginning to lose its appeal.
Well, that sounds like a really nice plan you got there, Pook.
Thank you, Hamfist. Now let's go see what this festival has to offer.
I mean, you made a real big show of it now, didn't you? I mean, you're telling me about your friend and how you're going to help him and all that, and, well, you got the whole family curse thing going on, too. It's got a real strong personal sense of duty vibe to it.
Personal sense of duty is the magic bullshit that powers gnomish stubbornness.
I mean, on moral grounds alone, eh? I'd have to be a real Class A dildo to try and stop you.
I'm so glad you're being reasonable about this, Hamfist.
So let me tell you what my plan is.
Lay it on me, baby.
Matthias is really pissed with your insubordinate arse right now.
Oh, I can imagine. The Pook really laid into him when I told him I was taking a leave of absence.
I mean, he's so pissed he's taken time from his busy schedule to come through the portal with me to collect you.
Well, thanks for the heads up on that, Hamfist. I mean, can you just imagine how awkward it would be if I were to run into him at the festival?
And my plan is never to get Matthias so mad at me that he comes through a fucking portal to hunt my sorry arse down.
Good plan, Hamfist. Can't really fault you for that. You piss off Matthias and he'll have you on shit duty for a lot longer than you'd like.
But I'm glad you understand the situation, because my plan is to pick you up like an angry and stabby sack of immortal potatoes and carry you through the fucking portal.
I'd like to see you try. You're geared like a scrub, Hamfist. We're both immortals, but there's no question about which one of us is sending the other to the naked lady.
You're not that tough, Pook. We've both been assessed by Mixelpixel to be level 20 immortals. You might kill me, Pook, the key word there being might, but you'll be killing me on the Stormwind side of the portal, not here.
Well, all right then. In light of this new information, allow me to present my modified plan.
Tell it to me while I warm up my potato-carrying shoulder.
My new plan is Go Pookum Sheep Bombs.
Seasons H. Murphy.
This way, Kami. Quingay, I'm glad to see you. A Kultiran guy I know from work is chasing me. I need you to stall him for a bit so I can lose him. Kami, we'll split up. You go find the professor. I'll track you down once I've given Hamfist the slip. And then we'll have some fun at the Oxygen Festival.
Pook, be careful.
You have your orders. Wingate, you can't miss the guy. He's a priest dressed in black, and his hands should be legally registered as a gangbang. Slow him down.
But not to fly.
Goblin, that gnome, where's she headed?
Wingate, Wubble Jr.
She's headed, where the fuck? Oh, what the fuck is a Wingate Wubba Jr.?
Well, you got the Wubba, you got the Junior, you got the Wubba Jr. Wingate.
What the? Are you fucked up on the Inky Black?
Well, you got the Wubba, you got the Junior.
Listen, Jimmy, you need to get right with the light.
Wingate.
What the fuck am I doing? I've got a gnome to catch. I don't have time to get caught up in this dildo's bullshit.
But not to fly. Wingate.
Professor, I found you.
And the Pook, is she coming?
Pook's orders were to find you, and then she'd find us once she's given Hamfist the slip. She's determined to make it to Ramkahan.
There are some free portals here at the festival. One of them is to Uldum. If she can get to the portal, well, she'd be a lot closer to Ramkahan than she is now.
Then we must get to the portal immediately. When the Pook finds us, it would be best to be close to our point of escape.
That's some sound reasoning, Kami. Follow me.
We've made it. No signs of the Pook, but I trust we won't have to wait long for her to evade her pursuer.
Wingate, Bubba Jr.
Wingate, were you successful in delaying the Kaltiran?
You got the Bubba, you got the Jr.
Everything is going according to the Pook's plan.
As I knew it would.
Pook, the professor has found us a portal to Uldum. We can use it to escape Hamfist.
That's some really good work, gang. Let's go enjoy what we can of the festival, and if we get separated by some long-legged Kaltiran drama, we'll meet back here.
Not so fast, Pook. You're coming with me.
Dang it, Hamfist! Okay, Pook's new plan. Step 1, I send Mr. Sexy Hands to the naked lady. Step 2, we go through the portal to Uldum, complete my quest in Ramkahan, and then we ride Big Gay Horse back to Stormwind in style.
Pook, listen.
I'm serious, Hamfist. The Pook is not abandoning Kami, and I'll stab anyone who tries to make me. Give my regards to the naked lady.
Pook, I can't stop you from going through that portal, but think about it. Can you tell me, and I mean honestly tell me, that you can guarantee your friend's life in Uldum?
You bet I can, Hamfist. I've seen Kami bluff his way out of a number of tight situations. I know he will be able to handle himself on the streets of Ramkahan.
We're not talking Ramkahan, Pook. We're talking Uldum. Who knows where in Uldum that fucking portal's gonna send ya? If the Pook knows her friend can fast-talk his way out of trouble, well, I'll believe the Pook. But you could wind up in the middle of the wilderness, surrounded by dangerous beasts. You can't fast-talk an Uldum Crocalist, and they're rated level 30 on the danger scale.
I can handle any beast Uldum can throw at me.
What about 2 beasts?
I can handle 2 Uldum beasts.
All right, maybe you can, Pook. Maybe you can. But what about 3? What about 4, eh? Can you guarantee Kami's safety if you're attacked by 4 crocolists? Be honest with me, Pook. You look me in the eye and say you can fight off 4 Uldum crocolists all at once, and I'll turn my back right now. You can walk through the portal, and I'll tell Matthias I couldn't find you.
I'm not going back to Stormwind without my friend Hamfist. That isn't an option.
Well, okay, then. Then how about this? Now, Matthias's orders were that you were to go through the portal alone.
Which isn't going to happen.
But he didn't expressly say that I had to go through the portal alone.
I'm listening, Hamfist.
Suppose you go through the portal alone as per official orders, and, well, then when I go through the portal, well, I go with your friend, you see. Everything's on the up and up.
Everything's on the up and up.
Matthias doesn't know your friend's a bird. He's probably imagining someone more, humanoid-like.
Humanoid? Oh, why is it always humanoid and never gnominoid?
If anyone asks about the parrot, well, I'll just say I won him as a prize at one of the festival games.
Excuse me, I am most certainly not a cheap carnival prize.
Shut up, Kami, you're a prize. Hamfist traded 3 smaller prizes for you.
Only 3?
Okay, then 4. Look, Hammond, I'll do things your way on one condition.
Pook, Don't push it.
Before we go through the portal, you let the professor show my friend the festival.
Well, I think with the two of us working together, we can evade Matthias long enough to enjoy what the festival has to offer.
Pook, you don't have to do this because of me. I trust my life to you completely.
I'm not doing it because of you, Kami. I'm doing it for you. There's a difference. Look, you're my friend. I made you a promise, and I want to do what I can to make your dreams of performing in Stormwind come true. Look, they got a lore walker here telling stories. Why don't you guys make your way there and, well, Handfist and I'll catch up with you later.
But you have to fly.
God damn it, Handfist. I was so close. I made it all this way.
I know, Pook. I know. Come on, I'll buy you a bag of crunchy frogs.
Sing songs of the heroes of old, of the brave and the dashing and the bold. Oh, some quest for honor and some quest for gold. The stories often told of the knights of old who went down in history, but they'll never be stories about me. Sing songs of the knights who rode by, the brave who were not afraid to die. If dying meant winning and losing meant sinning, the stories often told of the knights of old who went down in history. But there'll never be stories about me. And it's that I'm trying to fail. I won't fail when the going gets rough. Sometimes life doesn't pay, but it takes all away when your best just is not best enough. Sing songs of the knights who inspire, whose stories set your heart afire. But nobody chooses whether one wins or loses, for the songs are always sung the brave knights who won and went out and made history. And no one will sing songs about me.
Uncle G. I'm back. I wish I could give you some good news, but I haven't found out anything more about your curse. Matthias sent Hamfist to bring the Pook in from the cold. It's a temporary setback is all. I mean, Matthias has a mission coming up for me, and right now he's got me on shit duty while I hurry up and wait. It's not all bad news, though. I made a new friend in Ratchet. He's a parrot named Commodore Matthew C. Parrot III. He's an actor. He's hanging out with Hamfist down in the Lamb right now. When I complete my new mission, Matthias is going to reinstate the Pook's portal privileges. I'll be able to pick things up right where I left off at the Caverns of Time. I know you don't feel much like talking these days. I get that. I mean, the Pook knows what a pain in the ass it is to have a curse. The Blizzard Wizard has laid some real doozies on me. I once asked you what you see when you stare into the fire, and you said, everything. If that's the case, then I hope you see that you have a niece who loves you very much. I'm not going to give up on you, Uncle G. I'll do whatever I can to help you through this curse. It just might take me some time is all.